What's going on, guys? Glock Guy 226. Tonight we're going to talk a little bit about my new body armor setup from Premier Body Armor. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so we are back. Thank you guys for watching. Tonight we're going to talk a little bit about my new plate carrier setup from Premier Body Armor. Now before we jump into checking out the plates, comparing the plates to my other body armor setup, I want to talk a little bit about Premier as a company. Now, Premier Body Armor has been around since 2013, so going on 5 years now, but these guys are not new to the game. They've been around engineering, designing armored vehicles for over 20 years. They make steel plates like many companies do, but what they've managed to do is pretty much make a sappy style steel plate. If you guys have researched body armor any type of way, I'm sure the term sappy plate has came up. Small arms protective insert. That's what our military has used for a long time, and they are a ceramic plate which are very lightweight, very comfortable, and that is due to the natural curve that plate has. Well, Premier Body Armor has managed to do that with a steel plate that no other company has done. I will do some comparing side by side to show you a normal curve plate versus Premier's curve plate. Another cool fact about Premier Body Armor, they are in business with Wilder Tactical. If you guys haven't seen my review of these mag pouches, definitely go check it out. These things are absolutely awesome. The only reason I'm not running them on this carrier, I don't have the MOLLE attachments yet, but once I do, I will be running some of these on this plate carrier. While I have the carrier on, I want to go ahead and show you guys a few things that are really neat about this size of a carrier. So when I first got this carrier set up, I put it on and I was like, wow, this is a lot smaller than my normal setup. And if you guys can see, there is a huge difference in size. Well, ultimately guys, the only thing bigger is the actual carrier itself. Both plates are 10 by 12 plates, they fit great, and guys, this carrier from Premier, and this is their Falcon Carrier, is everything you need and nothing that you don't. Now, there are many benefits to having a plate carrier that's this size, and one of them is maneuverability. So, maneuvering around in a plate carrier is going to be harder than moving around without body armor, obviously. With a carrier this size, it makes it a heck of a lot easier to draw your rifle up, makes it a heck of a lot easier to get your pistol out and maneuver around where you need to. But one thing I have noticed with any plate carrier, and bigger carriers definitely make it harder, but drawing your pistol, you have to kind of do the garment with one hand versus using your support hand to reach over your garment. And taking this on and off, it is extremely easy. To get off, you basically pull your clips here, pull it over your head, and you're good to go. And a matter of getting it on, throwing it on, grab your clip, lock it in, lock that clip in, and you're ready to go. Now, getting a big carrier on like this definitely takes some time. It's a lot easier to do with this thing sitting on the ground or sitting on a chair, but I'll go ahead and try to show you guys what it takes to get this thing on. First thing we gotta do, there are two straps, one there, one there. Next, we have to lift up where the mag pouches are. Then under that, each side is Velcroed on. Once we have that step down, we can throw our carrier on. But to get everything back on is just as much of a chore. There it is, guys. So you definitely see the ease of having a smaller carrier versus something big. And like I mentioned, both plates are the exact same size. Now it is nice to have something this size. I can have 6 rifle mags up here, a med pouch, pistol mags, and something like that is a little more minimalist, but in my opinion, it's a little more realistic to have something of that size. So let's jump up close and take a look at the difference in these plates. So this is the Premier Body Armor, and this is Cati Armor, C-A-T-I. Pretty much represents your budget armor brands out there. Now yes, it is a level 3, it is NIJ certified, just like this. National Institute of Justice, they do all of the body armor testing, certification, stuff like that. Now this here is your typical plate. It is single curved, which guys, they do have flat plates out there, which I can't imagine how uncomfortable they are. This isn't bad, but it's nothing like the double curved sappy style plate Premier brings to the table. As we put these two side by side and the Cati's in the front, Premier's in the back, you can definitely see the difference in the curves there. Now the curves on the Premier going from bottom to top and side by side, as far as I know, no one else in the armor game is doing the sappy style plate in steel plates like Premier Body Armor. Another thing to note is the shooter's cut. It's been called swimmer's cut before, and those are the little cuts up here on top. They're going to make it a little bit easier for you to maneuver your arms around. If this was just a squared off plate, it would give you that less of space to get around, move around, put your buttstock up here to your rifle, shotgun, whatever it may be. So you definitely want to have a nice shooter's cut. And the difference in those cuts is pretty outstanding. Now, what are the price differences, you may ask? Well guys, the Premier plate is coming in right around $175, but this plate here is their Durus 8000. That is what gives it that nice sappy curve, and this is their highest grade plate that they do offer. The caddy plate here is about 40 something dollars a piece right now. When I ordered them, I believe I paid like $130 to $150 for 2 plates, and that was over a year ago for sure now. But guys, these are level 3, they are NIJ certified. They're just nowhere near as nice of plates as the Premier. Another big difference of these plates are the spalding. Now you may ask, what is spalding? That is the Line-X coat, which is outer layered from the steel. It's almost like a soft rhino lining rubber type coat. What this coating does is protects you from all of that fragmentation. So the quality of spalding on a plate is definitely a big deal, and there's definitely a big difference in the quality of spalding. But guys, for a budget plate, what do you expect? All in all guys, there are a lot of differences in these 2 plates, including price. So this is up to you to decide what you think is best for your situation. But I know how I am, and it's like, you know, you're not going to go out and buy the cheapest gun on the shelf because you're going to trust your life to it. And hopefully we never have to use any type of body armor in a self-defense situation. But if we did, guys, I want to know that it's going to work. This probably will work. Yes, I do give you that. It is budget armor, but it probably will do the job. But I'd rather pay a little bit more and have something that I know is one of the best products out there. And no, it's not the most expensive. If you compare this to some ceramic plates out there, it is definitely about a third of the price, if not a little cheaper than that. Now there are a few downfalls to the ceramic plates. They're very fragile. While they're very lightweight, very comfortable to wear, they're also very expensive, and if you drop them, they can crack. The only way to tell if they're cracked is through an actual x-ray machine, and guys, from what I know, if they have any sort of crack in them, the Army pretty much deems them junk, garbage. They're no longer any good. So I see a lot of benefits to getting a steel plate, whether you go the budget route or, you know, the middle grade route to nicer stuff out there. Definitely look into what you're getting for your money. Now, you may be asking yourself, what about this whole setup? This is Premier's Falcon Carrier. Very, very comfortable, very well built. I just can't get over the minimalist package of this and how comfortable and lightweight it really is. Another cool feature to show just how small this rig is, it comes with a little carrying case. And guys, this case, as you can see, is about the width of my chest, a little bit bigger than the 10x12 plates, but not much. Nice little bag, carry handles. You can throw this in the back of the car if you're going on a road trip. Throw it up in your closet in your bedroom. If you need to get to it quickly, you can. I just thought it was really cool that this package fits in such a small bag. As I mentioned, the prices of these plates being $175 per plate, this is their top tier plate. This whole carrier setup, as it sits, 2 Durus 8000 plates, the Falcon Carrier, is going to run $450. Now, does Premier offer a more budget-friendly plate? Yes, they do. They offer not only level 3 body armor, which is your hardened steel. This is a level 3A armor, which is a soft grade armor, and this is actually one of Premier Body Armor's backpack inserts. Now, we will be doing a backpack build here soon, more or less like a bug out type bag, and I'm very excited to have this in the bag. I've always wanted some soft armor backpack inserts, but I just really never went out of my way to get one. So I want to give Premier a huge, huge thank you for sending this kit out. I was really kind of shocked when I reviewed the Wilder Tactical Mag pouches, and they liked the review. They said I did a great job. The fact they sent this stuff out really means a lot to me. They are very good people. If you guys have any further questions on this particular rig, definitely let me know. Alright guys, so the big question, do you need body armor? I can't answer that for you. I do personally believe that it wouldn't hurt if everybody had body armor. Look at what's going on in Texas right now. All the hurricane stuff, and my thoughts and prayers go out to everybody out there. I know quite a few people in Texas, and I can't even imagine what they're going through. But guys, that kind of situation just shows that it does not hurt to have these kind of things. I've seen on social media where there are gangs out there looting, decent communities, and people are having to protect their food and their homes, and that's just sad. In a situation like that, it definitely wouldn't hurt to have body armor. So you guys just need to think about any type of situation. Me personally, I've been keeping this next to the bed. Like I said, it's a very, very lightweight rig, very easy to throw on. I hear a bump in the night. It might take me an extra 8 seconds to actually throw this thing on, and be ready to check out what's going on. An extra level of protection never hurts. Now, you can type in Premier Body Armor on YouTube and see tons of guys, the Daily Shooter, Big Daddy Hoffman 1911, tons of guys shooting these exact plates with FN57s, 300 blackouts, multiple different 308 rounds, and these things take a beating. So, will I get out and shoot one of these plates? I might do that. I'm kind of thinking about doing a body armor shooting video. I think it'd be really cool, and if you guys want to see that, leave it down in the comments below. If you guys have any further questions, please leave your comments down below. Please take note that I am not a professional. I'm just a citizen. I'm a gun enthusiast. I do believe in having a chest rig plate carrier. I see nothing wrong with it. And whether you should have one or not is completely up to you. So I will leave a link below for Premier Body Armor. I want to give them a huge thank you for sending this stuff out. I really cannot thank them enough. And guys, we actually have another piece of armor coming from a different company. Not a chest rig, not side panels, not a backpack panel. So you guys can probably guess what that is. We will be reviewing that here soon as well. So thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate all the support. Hit that like button down below and have a good night, guys.